Elijah, the elephant, cools off, spraying water with his trunk. Unaware of the havoc he wreaks, his joyous splashing turns destructive as a torrent of water obliterates a nearby anthill. The ants are swept away. Elijah's triumphant trumpet echoes through the jungle, his mirthful laughter indifferent to the chaos he has caused. Within the bustling anthill, a frantic energy pulses as countless ants assess the chaos, their tiny bodies a blur of motion. At the heart of the colony, Antoinette stands regally, her antenna twitching, a silent testament to her deep concern. The air vibrates with the ants' collective frustration, a palpable wave of anger sweeping through the crowded tunnels. Antoinette's voice rings out, sharp and clear. "We cannot continue to tolerate this harassment. Elijah's reign of terror must end." A murmur of agreement sweeps through the colony, a unified response to their queen's impassioned declaration. A glint of determination sparks in Antoinette's eyes as she unveils her strategy. "I have a plan to teach Elijah a lesson he will never forget." Beneath the moonlit canopy, Elijah slumbers peacefully, his form nestled against the rough bark of an ancient tree. From the jungle's dark heart, a silent army stirs. Ants emerge, their tiny bodies gleaming like a constellation of earthly stars, an unstoppable tide flowing from the earth. The determined line marches towards the oblivious Elijah, each step measured and relentless. Unseen, unheard, the jungle's smallest warriors advance, the fate of the sleeping man hanging in the balance. In the black abyss of Elijah's trunk, a stealthy invasion begins. Tiny ants, silent assassins, crawl deeper into the darkness. The only sound, the almost imperceptible patter of their countless feet. A wave of biting begins, each nip a tiny spark of agony in the cavernous dark. Unseen, the ants swarm, their attack escalating with terrifying efficiency. Elijah's enormous body is now a battleground, the ants relentless and unseen. In the heart of the jungle night, Elijah awakens with a start, his trunk trumpeting in pain. He shakes his head violently, a desperate dance against an unseen torment. Elijah stamps his feet, a futile attempt to dislodge the swarm crawling over him. The jungle's other creatures watch from the shadows, their eyes wide with fear and confusion at Elijah's distress. Inside the elephant's trunk, thick darkness suffocates Elijah, the air heavy and still. Countless ants swarm over him, their tiny bodies a relentless torment, each bite a sharp sting. He squirms and groans, a desperate dance against the inescapable assault. Antoinette watches from the edge of the faint light, her face stern and resolute. Continue. He needs to understand the consequences of his actions. Beneath the suffocating humidity of the jungle night, Elijah collapses to his knees. Tears stream down his face, carving paths through the grime. His voice cracks, raw with desperation, as he pleads into the darkness. "Please, I'm sorry," he cries out, his words swallowed by the dense foliage. "I'll never hurt you or anyone else again," he promises, his voice echoing with remorse. The heavy air hangs thick and still, bearing witness to his broken vow. Within the cavernous expanse of the elephant's trunk, Elijah's heartfelt plea hangs in the air. Antoinette raises a hand, a silent command rippling through the colony. The relentless march of the ants falters, their tiny bodies stilling in response. A tense moment as the ants begin their slow withdrawal from the depths of Elijah's trunk. One by one, they emerge, their dark forms contrasting against the dim light within. The ants gather outside, a silent, watchful assembly awaiting Antoinette's next decree. In the heart of the jungle night, heavy with humidity, Elijah trembles, every line of his face etched with pain and exhaustion. A colony of ants swarms around him, their antennae twitching in the oppressive darkness. The jungle breathes around him, indifferent to his suffering. A voice cuts through the night, filled with a cold, measured judgment. Antoinette's words hang in the air, a promise and a threat intertwined. "We spared you because you promised to change." Her voice echoes, "Remember this day, Elijah," a haunting reminder of his debt. Under the dense jungle canopy, Elijah approaches a bustling anthill, sunlight dappling through the leaves above. He carries a large, verdant leaf brimming with fresh, clear water, a stark contrast to the earthy tones surrounding him. With careful, deliberate movements, Elijah begins to pour the life-giving water around the base of the anthill. The parched earth eagerly drinks in the moisture, a small oasis forming amidst the dry jungle floor. Tiny ants swarm towards the water, their delicate antennae twitching as they gratefully partake in Elijah's offering. The jungle bursts with life, a cacophony of screeches echoing through the dense foliage as monkeys scramble for ripe bananas. Nimble fingers stretch and strain, a flurry of fur and excitement as the monkeys vie for the tantalizing fruit. Elijah, a gentle giant, lumbers into the scene, his massive form moving with surprising grace. A soft rumble emanates from Elijah as he assesses the situation, his wise eyes observing the monkey's playful struggle. With deliberate care, Elijah extends his trunk, a powerful yet tender gesture towards the towering tree. The tree bends slowly under Elijah's strength, bringing the coveted bananas within easy reach, sparking joyous cries from the delighted monkeys. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, illuminating a tiny bird fallen from its nest. Elijah approaches with gentle steps, his massive form a stark contrast to the bird's fragility. With infinite care, Elijah's trunk extends, a symbol of unexpected tenderness in the wild. The small bird is safely returned to its nest, a quiet act of kindness amidst the vibrant jungle. At the jungle watering hole, small animals gather, their eyes reflecting primal fear as they hesitate at the water's edge. They stand frozen, anticipating the thunderous arrival of larger beasts that could crush them without notice. Elijah watches with a knowing gaze, understanding the delicate balance of survival in this wild domain. He steps aside, a silent invitation offered to the timid creatures, a gesture of peace in a place of constant threat. With an open hand, he signals reassurance, a beacon of safety amidst the looming dangers of the jungle. His simple act of kindness grants the smaller animals a precious opportunity to drink, a moment of respite in their struggle for survival. Under the dense canopy of the jungle, a tortoise struggles, its ancient shell muddied and heavy. Elijah's focused eyes reflect a deep empathy as he observes the creature's plight. With deliberate care, Elijah positions a large log, a makeshift bridge forming against the mire. A path to freedom appears for the tortoise, a silent act of kindness amidst the wild. Sunlight pierces the dense jungle canopy, casting dappled shadows across the humid undergrowth. From a hidden vantage point, Antoinette observes Elijah, his figure framed by lush foliage. Elijah's brow is furrowed in concentration as he assists a villager, their combined efforts focused on repairing a broken cart. A sense of satisfaction washes over Antoinette as she witnesses Elijah's dedication to helping others. "It worked," Antoinette murmurs, a smile playing on her lips. "He's truly changed." In a jungle clearing bathed in sunlight, Elijah stands with a quiet strength, his towering figure a testament to transformation. The arrogance of his past is gone, replaced by a humble pride forged in acts of kindness and selfless service. A circle of smaller animals gathers around him, their eyes reflecting gratitude and a deep, abiding respect. The jungle breathes with harmony, a sanctuary where every creature thrives in peaceful coexistence under Elijah's watchful care. A profound sense of tranquility permeates the air, a testament to the sanctuary they've created together.